That way I have a new recording file for when I do editing. But once again, thank you so much, Jason, for the raid. I appreciate that. I hope your stream was awesome, my bud. Whew. Alrighty. Alright, so I was just making sure that I'm not missing messages for upcoming games. Let's go pull this back and we'll exit out of the replay. Hello! Alright, come here. Come here, sir. So Jailbait took that in a 2-1 fashion, excuse me. Let's see. Sorry, I've got some Discord messages I need to check really quickly. I'm getting called out for previous casts already. I have to credit Jinxie for the source clip. That was really good. All right, no messages, no messages. Cool, we are all set. I can check that Discord later. Alrighty, everybody. It was amazing. 3-game series that ended on a core that died to poison damage while all 5 members died on core. That's insane, Jason. That's a game right there. That's an awesome game. All right, I've got like 20 minutes before we have to do the next game, so we're going to hang out for a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and actually update all of the information now. So that way we're just going to all set for this. Let's see, wrong one. Side. We have... Sorry, someone's asking me about the next game, and I'm also trying to set up for said next game. All right, so we have... I can type, I swear. We have Dive Hard versus... I don't need this music anymore. Probably doubled up on music. I apologize! All right, and then on the right-hand side we have... Control... Look fairly even, so we're good on that. Yeah, we got just a little bit of time here. Let me also restart the little my Venus map selector. I still have... Wait, do I have another copy of that running? No. All right, and then I have to update my notebook too, because we have teams doing that. So, mode. Have Dive Hard versus Lurk Patrol. Well, that looks good. Putting in work tonight? Nah. I felt like casting a bunch of games. I don't know. I like casting. I enjoy doing it. Thanks to everyone who's hanging out. I really do appreciate it. If you are new to the stream, this is a lot of what I do. I do a lot of casting for Heroes of the Storm. Outside of that, I play Heroes of the Storm. Pretty much all I do. I played a lot of Apex lately. I've been enjoying that. It's been a good time. It's been fun to play with friends. It's just a good time overall. It's a fun game. And a good time. So, I don't know. I'll probably play that more. I don't know if I'll do it on stream. It doesn't seem like it's what people come to this channel for mostly. Like, I might stream it here and there if like a bunch of us get on it. It's like late on a weekend or something like that. But I think most of the nights, you know, pretty much Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because of how many leagues and all the stuff that's going on, I'm just casting on those nights. Mondays I take off because of how long and how much that Sunday takes out of me, because it's like 7 hours of casting. It's 5 best of 3s. And it takes a lot out of you. Like we had, we had 4 best of, threes that ended in a 2-0 and one best of 3 that went to 3 games. And we casted from, I think show started at 12:30 roughly, but we were already, like, I was already sitting on my computer at noon. And then we stopped like right at 7 o'clock. Like, it was a long day. And then I ended up going over to my neighbors, and I took a 6-pack of like cheap beer, and I just walked over there, and I was like, I'm gonna drink this and then go home and just pass out, because I was like, I made it till like, this is St. Patty's Day, so, you know, woo, party. I made it till like, I think like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and I was just like, I'm pooped, I'm out. And I just came back here, and I made it like, I think I made a cup of tea, and I just like passed out halfway through it while reading and just sitting in bed with Bandit. I've been seeing you moonlight as a pirate too. I do moonlight as a pirate. I actually do Sea of Thieves streams with Cat Peach all the time. Thank you, Jason. I forget about that. That's a fun one. We mess around in Sea of Thieves. Like, that one, we get into Sea of Thieves because like sometimes there's a lot of Heroes of the Storm content that we all do. So it's just like, all right, well, sometimes you gotta kind of breathe a little bit. So Sea of Thieves has been kind of the stream that we do here and there, and also just we run around and we just have fun with it. So Apex is fine, not for me though. It trips my eyes and starts messing with my stomach. Yeah. I see. The funny thing is actually I grew up playing a lot of FPSs. Like, I grew up, one of my first games was like Doom, and then because I had all the games that my brother had, so then I got his like first computer or something like that, and then it had like Doom on it, and I was like, oh my god, it's the best. And I got his second computer, and it had Command and Conquer, StarCraft, and it had Warcraft, and that's when I fell in love with RTSs. I played a ton of Command and Conquer, and I heard that they're actually doing a reboot of Command and Conquer Red Alert 2, if I'm not, like, they're doing Red Alert Remaster, which is like, yes, because that was my childhood, like, heck yeah. And I think it's actually the same studio who initially made it, who like, it's not the same studio, but it's like basically like the Westwood split off, because Westwood was the one who did it, and then they became something else and got bought out, but I think it's still like a core team from them. Either way, I can't wait about that. I don't get excited about video games very often, but like RTS, like some nostalgia games like that, absolutely. But then I fell in love with Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, which was an online free, I think it was a free game. It was like probably one of the first free FPSs that actually didn't require money outside of like trying to run your own server. Like, you could donate to a server and stuff, and like you could support through that, and because it was such a community driven thing. I played so much of that game, and then I got Counter-Strike Source, and I fell in love with Counter-Strike Source and played that for years on end. Like, oh my god. I ended up starting to like go, like, I started playing in CAL, so the Cyber Athlete Amateur League, I think it is, because there was CPL, which is the pro league, and I was playing like Cal A or B. Like, I was in that like low A, high B, I think it was, and I think like it went all the way to like O and S. I can't remember. O, I think, was the highest, which always made no sense to me. But either, and there was like O++ or something. Yeah, it was really cool. My first FPS was Wolfenstein 3D when I was in high school. Oh my god. So like Doom for me was, oh god, how young was I when it was Doom? Like, I barely, like, the game made no sense to me. Like, I didn't have those mechanics or understanding. Like, I know I was 6 or 7 maybe? Hold on, let's look up. When did Doom come out? Doom. Because I know, well, we're probably going to get let's do original. 1993. And I got so I was probably like 6 or 7, because I got my brother's computer a little bit later. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh my god, Doom was such a fun game. It's so good. All right, Bus shareware back in the day. I had, and I still have it. I have a Wolfenstein Enemy Territory boot CD that I basically put all of the data on, because the game was like 500 megabytes or something like that, and then like I had like a bunch of like CFG files where like if I push this one button, it would say like, hey, I'm a medic, don't like tap out and die, I can revive you. Like, yeah, like you could, like, I remember like learning how to like write configuration script for that game, so that way I could like do some like cool things. You could also like change some of the atmospheric effects to make it a little bit easier for your system, as well as a little cheaterish in a sense. Like, you could do dual akimbos by pushing a button. Most servers had a way of mitigating that, but you could run a script in a CFG file, and you could fire your dual akimbos like super quickly. You can fire all the bullets really quickly. So that one was banned out, but like I remember like looking up all that stuff and being like, oh my god, this is so cool. So it's a blast. Let's see. We do have one member sitting in the lobby, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. We're gonna do the coin flip and all that, so we'll have it on bandit camera while all that's happening. I'm not gonna be gone. We got ourselves another game in just a second. I just realized that I did not update the stream title, so let me do that really quickly, and then we'll go to a short break. So this is Division B West, and it will be a dive. This is... Okay, stream title's been updated. All right. Hey, Farmer Boy John, how are you doing? I actually were just about. Thanks for making field. I'm 28. Yeah. Sorry, Ghost Bear. But thanks for coming by. All right, so I'm gonna take a short break really quickly. I'm gonna go get some water. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, and then we're gonna get into our third best of 3 this evening. It's going to be a Division C West matchup. I edited this over here. Let me make sure, hold on, I just want to make sure that this is all updated properly, so I'm going to do it in OBS as well. All right, so we're going to take a short break. I got to do coin flip and stuff. We're going to go over to Bandit Cam, who is currently passed out because he's had a long day. But we'll be right back for our game number 3. Do not go anywhere. I'll see you soon. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. We've got ourselves a game, kinda. I just didn't want to leave you all over there for so long, so we're going to bring it back over here. I'm currently setting ourselves up for the lobby right now. Ektar, hey, how's it going, bud? Also, Curly Hots, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. Thank you. I really appreciate that support, my friend. Thank you for using your Twitch Prime to support me.
I will follow you to the end of the world. Subscribe.
That's the best. Alright, so we're going to be getting the members of Dive Hard. I'm going to say Die Hard so many times. If they all have the same portrait, I'm just going to invite the other team as well. Oh, man. That feeling when teams all have the same portrait, that's the best. That is my absolute... I forgot to mute my phone, apparently. That is my favorite thing ever because of the fact that it's just like, all right, cool, well, boop, you're all done, we're all set. Also, when you have super easy names for me to read, too. But we got ourselves match number 3. I hope you're all excited about this. Dive Hard versus Lurk Patrol. This is going to be a good one. It's a Division C West matchup. Let me go ahead and do some plugging of channel. Put that in there. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I can check all that. Same thing with that. All right. I think we're all good. Oh, okay. I was just like, wait, did I set the teams up on the wrong sides? No. Okay. We're all set. Okay. And make sure the teams are all set with their banners, and then we will get going into this game 1 in this best of 3 matchup. Dive Hard and Lurk Patrol. I'm just gonna go to Twitter really quickly. Make sure I tweet that we are live with this game. Hey, 7th Days, what's up? Tweeted it. I can close it. Cool. Sorry, I have to send them a spooky worm. This is very important. All right, both teams have said that they're ready to go. Let's do this. Let's find ourselves a game number 1. Let me make sure that's okay. Cool. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am your caster Bahamut. On the left hand side we've got Dive Hard and on the right we have Lurk Patrol. This is a Division C matchup for the West Coast side as we do find ourselves here at 7 o'clock, 7:30 at night, which is still pretty early. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Once again, thank you so much to all the new follows, as well as to Jason for the raid, and Curly Hots, thank you so much for that resub for 4 months, as well as Stark TV for the gift to Zula Rules, and Chess Looter for the resubscription themselves. Let's go ahead and actually check out some of the map bans that did just happen a moment ago. This is going to be the coin flip won by the members of Lurk Patrol. They banned out Alterac Pass. Dragonshire was banned out by the members of Dive Hard. Lurk Patrol opted for first pick, so map choice went over to Dive Hard, and they opted for Volskaya Foundry. As I found out actually in the draft when we were talking about all this, it turns out that the captain of Die Hard, I'm gonna say it all night, Dive Hard, is Gunny, or excuse me, is Gunslinger, and the captain of Lurk Patrol is Gunny, and it turns out they are cousins. So this is the Price is Right Family Edition. That's what they said that they didn't like the Family Feud, but I mean, come on now, some Family Feuding right here. Either way, call it what you want. We got ourselves an awesome game. Was no bias here for Lurk Patrol. That's fair. You can have a bias. You're not casting. I love it when people come in and cheer on their friends or just teams that they want to support. I think that's the best thing ever. That's why I do this. Like I want people to like check out their friends. Like see their awesome plays. They're gonna make some. All right. Ban phase is over. Sonya gonna be banned out here actually from Dive Hard. Nubrak and the Maiev are gonna be taken out, and the Ana and the Sonya are gonna be out of the game here. Going into this match, this is Volskaya Foundry. We are going to be having a lot of good fighting over the point. We'll see if there's any sort of prioritization onto that, as maybe Diablo, Garrosh, all of those things are available. But Artanis going to be the first pick here. And, sorry, Bane is just staring at me. We've seen this in the past on like Battlefield of Eternity. He's great for that map because of the amateur opponent, but I will say this, Volskaya Foundry is a map where I do see him pop up here and there once in a blue moon. Sorry. I took Bandit to the vet today. Nothing like bad, but I just like I keep checking on him because like I want to make sure that he's all good. He's not getting sick or anything like that, but he's all good. He's just moving around. He's I think getting a little anxious, but EWO. The Betty White Otakus? I've never been biased when casting. Yo, Rag, what's up, bud? How you doing? Thanks for coming by. Okay, so we have Sukov and Phoenix and you picked up on the side of Dive Hard. Looks like they're going to be going for some early synergies with that. Probably going to be going for Purification Salvo, as this is a very grouping fight. Maybe look for a Thrall, Jane, things like that to be picked up on their side. But we have a ban phase that's going to be going through, and an Artanis Cassia Joanna. Blinds. Blind City coming out from Lurk Patrol. They do not want a single auto attack to land on them. If I was honest to God banning here, I would maybe consider the Lili. I would honestly, like, I would consider Lili a ban. Because so far they're going all blind composition. Why not? And then you pick up an Abathur. Like, there's more blinds from Abathur. Okay, so we do have the ETC going to be banned out because they do need that main tank, and the slows from ETC are pretty good as they can get that power slide as well as the mosh pit and also stage dive. Excuse me. We actually could see something like a Falstead here. I think Falstead actually works great on this map, and the other thing to note on top of all of that is you have the Gust has a 30% slow on it. So if you actually gust the enemy team into a corner and then hit him with the Purification Salvo, they'll take that bonus damage. Hey, it's a Cat Peach. How you doing? Thanks for coming by. I hope you're having an awesome day, bud. We need to go sailing again soon. All the friends are here. Everybody's here. I just realized that I left my my blinds up in my office in the sunset, and if you don't know, I have gigantic studio lights, and I just believe that this is just like blaring out light into my neighbor's backyard. So I hopefully it's not blinding them. But either way, Sylvanas, Decker King going to be picked up here on the side of Lurk Patrol. No prioritization onto the Alexstrasza or Ana. Excuse me, the Ana was banned out. That's why I was like, wait a minute. Alexstrasza, the only reason I was hinting at her is mostly because of the fact of her her control on some of the points with the wind buffet, as well as just that dragon form is something to not want to deal with. But yo, Ghost Dunk! Thank you so much for the 4-month resub. How you doing, bud? Thank you so much. Oh, hey, this is what we banned out so they couldn't pick against us. This is what we banned out so they couldn't pick against us? Wait, what? What do you mean, chest looter? I love this. I love this draft. The Li Ming... I was honestly, though, thinking that the Li Ming might have been a Jaina. Sylvanas, yes. Sylvanas actually has a 60% buff to minions and mercenaries on this map. Not minions and mercenaries, to mercenaries on this map. But the and that I was thinking about actually comes from the buff that you do get onto the... Brain, please. Fortification camp. So that turret that you can put down, you can actually buff that. And what happens is a lot of these points become, all right, well, we kind of have to wait until that turret camp is done being used for us to re-engage because it shreds like Tychus. It's scary. Morwall, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thanks for the support, bud. Bickle Boy. Bickle Boy is out for blood. What's up, Goku? Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get ourselves into this. Wait. There we go. Alrighty, let's go ahead and load in as we have the members of Dive Hard. I'm going to say that so many times. Curly will be on the Stukov. We're going to be having Wise Guy on the Tyrael. Gunslinger will be on the Garrosh. We'll have Nuck on the Li Ming. I don't know why, I just couldn't think of the name. Tin will be on the Phoenix. That will round out the team for the members of Dive Hard. On the right-hand side, we've got Lurk Patrol with Gunny. On the Joanna, Bickle will be on the Cassia. Ektar will be on the Deckard Cain. High Def will be on the Sylvanas. And in bottom lane, we have Harnock on the Artanis. Let's go ahead and check out what these level... Wait, we did... Charge strikes for Cassia. That's not something I've seen in a very long time. We do have the advanced targeting for the Phoenix as well, but wait a minute. This engagement breaking out in mid lane is all but yielding a kill. A lot of good just damage going out, but unfortunately they won't be able to get too much there. Amateur opponent actually for the Artanis at level 1, not going to be going into the season marksman that we've often seen, so going to be trying to get that extra damage into non-heroes, which I guess it could clear out some of the camps a little bit quicker and things, maybe the Triglav Protector as well, but the 4-member rotation is really where the fun's going to be. The nice toss in onto Gunny. A lot of damage going to be going onto Gunslinger here. The blinds will be out as well, and the rotations continue. I'm bad at words. Labu played a lot of full blind comps, and we like Jimmy, so we banned Cassie and picked Joe. Ah, got you. Okay. Sorry, it's just, yeah, I was like, what does Chest Looter mean? Tin in this bottom lane is getting a lot of good damage onto Harnock, but High Def has rotated in as well to try and help them out. You can see how far they're playing back, and that's to basically just not show to Tin. Rotation going to be coming out from Artanis to just jump onto this camp, which they'll have that amateur opponent for, and they'll be able to speed this up a little bit here. They also have that shielding, and now with Sylvanas in this bottom lane, Tin should know that they're on that, but no rotation onto their own camp as... The reason you want to do that is because you can now time it out and you can have that second camp when you do have the objective already happening. But in about a minute, we'll be having that open up. Lane rotations continuing. And actually, Deckard Cain going into the Scroll of Identify, correct? Yes. At level 1, so going to be trying to get the armor reduction once they hit the 16 stacks on that. We also do have the Unfurling Shadow for Sylvanas. She's going to be stacking that up and really increasing that permanent damage by 0.5%. So whatever number you see on the bottom of the screen right there, just half it, and that's the damage buff she gets. So currently, 2%. She's like milk. I'm so sorry. That's not that funny. But we do have these rotations will be coming to an end in just a second as the point will be opening up. No fight over the biotic emitter just yet. We do have Terra Camp picked up on the left-hand side as well. So just about everything is up or taken off the board except for, as I said, the biotic emitter. Very strong tool for the team to have over the first objective or any objective realistically. But this game is very even so far. Not a lot of kill and damage just yet. Double frontline charge strikes will get value on objectives. I'm waiting to see it. But I bet it will, honestly. These teams usually know more than me when it actually comes to executing the hero. Phoenix already going to be sitting on that point. Tin doing a good job. We actually have, was it Plate of the Whale? No, Ring of the Leech. Plate of the Whale I think is at 7. It's just more sustain, being able to engage in those fights a little bit longer, especially with that Fen diving in. Harnock is going to be trying to get out of here. They're trying to just do these nice moves that will be the dash going out. I don't think they have the burst for the kill. The silence and the slow! But the thing is that it's behind the gate, so they can't get to that. Now they get the route onto Phoenix, who I don't think has the blink available at the time being, but Bickle picks that up. Oh my god, gatekeeping that. Ooh. Gonna get tossed over. That will be some damage going out as well. The root connects onto 2. Sit on this point for a couple more seconds. Artanis back up and alive. And he looking at one of those healing canteens. There we go. I couldn't think of the word because they changed them and I was trying to just at least stay with it. But either way, the potions, the canteens, however you want to look at it. It's also good for taking camps. That's very true. poke out from the Stukov. Did go into the Spine Launcher at level 1, so just going to have that extra range because, well, there is some swaps. They're just trying to... Curly wants to just keep their distance from the enemy team. They don't want to deal with a lot of those things. Gunslinger, though, is going to be trying to zone for the friendly team. Toss goes out. Silence will be there as well. A lot of damage onto Sylvanas. High Def taking a lot of that. They get the kill onto her, and now Curly's still sitting at this point. That Spawn Launcher getting that value. Wise Guy and Nuck are going to be going in here. Nope, looks like it's going to be the Garrosh, and now they have the first Trickle Out Protector moving in through mid lane. Trying to open this up a little bit more here. And this will be some decent value starting out. Be able to open this up and rotate into top lane. This is where we're going to be seeing prioritization onto the well that we, well, often do see so often. Okay, and then just trying to... I was like waiting and also taking a just chugging water right there, but wait a minute, hold on, they want to go on this. They do take out the well, which I did talk about in the last series. The sustain value from that on Control Point B is great to mitigate against your enemy team. And the Strickler Protector still has 18% and 28 health on it, right? 28% health on it, so they'll just try and use the abilities from range, poke out on this front gate and just open this up a little bit more for themselves. They'll take out that wall and that turret. And that should be just about it that they'll get. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Phoenix is going to be stepping up with the friendly minion wave. They do have that shielding that's just going to get taken down, but as you can see, they're not going to be hit, so that's already going to be regeneration. Swap goes out, does connect onto Tin. Do they have the blink? They don't really need it for now. That will be the slow going out from the tower damage, and they're just trying to get those autos off as they back out of there. Meanwhile, in top lane, no extra pressure beyond just taking down a little bit of health on the fort right there, and support camp. Gunny sees it. Can they get onto this? Curly and crew trying to stay on this. That is going to be a nice route coming out from Ektar there. Oh, looks like we do have a drop, but Cassia does go down. That will be Gunny taking a lot of damage here. They get them as well. And Li Ming, as a bot, is gonna just... Alright, well, no pause. Okay, they're good. That's good. Wait. All right, so 10s are here, first off. Planet Cracker. Planet Cracker. This has to be Warlord's Challenge then, right? There's no you don't decimate here. You don't decimate. You have to Warlord's Challenge, right? Like, if you're going to go for the slows from decimate, then you just Purification Salvo. Looks like we're having, Li Ming is having some connectivity issues. We'll see if they go for the pause, or at least for now. Yo, Zengaju, what's going on, dude? Thanks for coming by. I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing? How is your night going? Thanks for checking out the games. Thanks for joining me. Thanks to everybody joining. Not just Zengaju. Everybody. Alright, Li Ming is back in the game. Purification. Planet Cracker going out onto high def. Blink forward under the conveyor belt, but no. Okay. Interesting. They don't have their blink for, I think, another like 10 seconds here, so Tin might be in a bad spot. Swap goes out, but it doesn't connect. Root, not going to be there. Blinds just to try and get some more damage. Not even taking the health down. Here's the thing, though. They just showed so many members in bottom, so they say, all right, we're going to take your top. And being able to take out this top lane fort, this is a huge play coming out from the members of Dive Hard. Now, one, you have catapult pressure, periodic catapult pressure. You've got passive experience gain, and this top point is now so open for chase and maneuverability. You can see how they can actually move through this top lane because of how open it is for them in their favor. And high def backs off here. We do have control point opening up, and I was like, let me just tab and see what kind of items they have, but it doesn't show regardless. The big thing is they have the Sylvanas. She has the Mercenary Queen at level 4 there for that buff onto the camps and everything. Hold on, that will be the Stay a While and Listen coming out. A lot of damage, and Ektar with that Stay a While and Listen gets the kill onto the Garrosh. That will be the blind coming out from the Artanis. They try and get this pull and some damage onto a couple members. Nice flailing swipe from Curly. They still get rooted. Trying to get the blind. Cassia maybe with the dive. No, they back right out. They tap and grab the canteen there, and point B opens up. Garrosh down for the next 9 seconds. They've got top lane pressure they need to deal with on the side of Lurk Patrol, but Dive Hard still up in kills overall. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at some of these other numbers while we have a moment, because this is going to be a bit of a slow setup as we are going to be waiting for that Garrosh to rotate in. The rest of the team needs to kind of position as well as Sylvanas needs to get the clear. I just had a jalapeno bacon burger with seasoned fries and Oh, that sounds really good. That sounds so very good. Planet Cracker coming out. That will be Gunny taking a lot of the damage, getting thrown right back into it. That will also be Skull of Identify trying to get that value there. Gunny goes down. That will be a reset for Li Ming as they step in this a little bit further. Warlord Challenge pulls the Artanis right back into them, and that will be a 2-for-0 kill. They hit their 13s as well. A lot of damage onto 10 here. They drop that turret, but completely cleared out. Hey, Ricky Apples, what's up? Dav. I don't know who Dav is. But hi, Ricky Apples. How you doing? Thanks for coming by. It's a judgment. It's a judgment game. What's up, Stark? Glad to see you still awake at this time, because it's what? It's 2:46 in the morning for you? Because you haven't done your time conversion, so it's only 7 hours from me, and it's 7:30 for me. Wise guy sits on this point. This is the best part about this map right here, is just charging up your beacon. While all that's happening, we actually have the camp being picked up for this top lane on the side of Lurk Patrol. They at least have the push pressure with that, and now a little closer to that 13 talent tier. They can rush into mid, get this little clear if they wanted to, and that would allow them to have that. But Triglav Protector is here, point B opening up. Question I have, and I have this for always every team. Do you go through top lane and try and get that constant catapult pressure, or do you walk in through mid, open that up, and then go into bottom and yeah, that's exactly the case. Mid lane's already been opened up from that first Triglav Protector. This is typically what you want to go for in the second phasing of it, because you can now have the catapult pressure, as well as still a very healthy Triglav rotating into bottom lane and prepping for the control point C. And if they can get the same value that they got in the last game, at least for setup wise for control point C, this might be a very, very hard objective coming up for the members of Lurk Patrol. Either way, they still 2:46 a.m. Ooh, thanks for being up with us, Stark. I appreciate it. Damage going out. Root gonna not connect. Just gonna spread that pustule around, and no. Okay, I was waiting. Did they get a swap onto someone? No, it's not gonna be happening. And Triglav Protector opens up bottom lane a little bit. They take out the lane sustain, as we talked about before, and they back out with just under 10% health. Phoenix is in that top lane getting the clear there. They know that they can't play into this without Phoenix. They do have the Planet Cracker. If they can get some sort of lockdown into one and the Planet Cracker goes across the map, they could blow them up. That would be the greatest thing to see on stream, no joke. Alright, so silence goes out. That will be the Planet Cracker coming out here as well, just zoning them onto this side of the map, and they continue to run. That will be the Stale One listed from Ektar, and now they have the ball lightning going on at a couple of members. Gunslinger needs to back off and not spread that, but it keeps jumping from member to member. It does end, and they drop their biotic emitter. That's huge, though. They got the biotic emitter out of them. Tin is going to go ahead and warp over and just get the damage onto this camp. You can see that they're going to... they can't do this on this side. It's weird. Just their camp's not showing on the minimap currently. Like, at all. That's very weird. Just finished school. Super stoked for next patch. Oh, awesome! Like, finish school forever? 2:46 a.m., aka Bahamut casting time. I appreciate you being up for this, Stark. That's so awesome of you. And thanks for while you're being up watching this channel. That's awesome. But yeah, are you like done with school, or just for the day? Also, yeah, I'm very, very excited about the next patch. It looks super fun. I'm excited to play around with all that new stuff. And there's a lot of like things that they didn't point out. Like, I just found out today, like Probius, the one bane of existence for the community was how Probius, the skins didn't match like the pylons and the cannons or anything like that, the photon cannons. Now in the upcoming patch, they do, which like everyone was like, yes. Okay, now they're gonna be aggressing in this bottom lane. 16 talent tier advantage on the side of Dive Hard. See what Lurk Patrol's able to do here. They only need a level. Not a whole lot that they can do across the map. They've got a top lane that's pressuring up slowly. Mid lane's doing the same thing. They're going to wait for this. Toss goes out into Gunny here. They do have the Warlord's challenge as well, pulling a couple of members in. That is also going to be the root onto one. Blind goes out. Li Ming goes down. That will be the Planet Cracker, which actually knocks a lot of members out of it and saving quite a few. Gunny now moves back into this. They just need some healing from Deckard, but they're not able to get it. Tin gets the kill onto the Joanna, and they get out of there. A 1-for-1 trade. Assassin for tank. Control point C not opening up just yet, but as I said, top lane needs to be addressed. Same thing with mid is going to get stacked up a little bit more from Tin. And while we have these, we'll do it after 16 talent tiers we picked up, but they'll be able to get it through this mini wave as well as this camp on the right-hand side. And Biotic Emitter will be picked up in favor for the members of Lurk Patrol. Just the quarter, one more class to go. Oh, awesome! Then done. Yay! That's like, I remember being that close to finishing university, and I was just like, yes, I'm so like. It's like when Piccolo comes back to life. That was just me. Like almost every morning, because I was just like, I was going to classes where I was just like, I can finish this class if I just like pay attention and do okay on tests. Like, I don't really need to do super well. I just want to be done. And oh, that feeling of when you walk out of that last class or that last exam. And it was on my birthday too, because I finished in the winter, and then I had the entire spring semester off where I worked, and then I did graduation. That's an exciting. It's a really exciting update. So. Warp reset, cheeky. Oh. Hold on. Engagement. Pustule already went out. Gunny trying to walk in here. That will be the slow from Ektar. Ooh, gets the root onto a couple. That also will be stay while and listen on to 2. Planet Cracker though hitting Ektar here. Stukov still goes down just above us. That will be 1 down in favor for Lurk Patrol. That also will be the Gunslinger getting the Warlord's challenge out. They're getting very low here. They're running on the conveyor belt. They do go down. Lurk Patrol taking 2 kills, and that will be Phoenix going down 3 for none. And Judgment wasn't even used there. Tyrael not even getting the value from the trait. This will be Triggerloff Protector going over in favor for the members of Lurk Patrol. I hate seeing it that way, but with about 30-some seconds average across the board for all these members, there's no way they're going to be able to rotate into that point quick enough. So it's going to be point C, Triggerloff Protector in favor for the members of Lurk Patrol. And I love this play that's coming out from them. Grabbing this camp. They'll have that. They have Cassie on the right-hand side. She'll be finishing that out. Meanwhile, Sylvanas, just doing Sylvanas things. Just, taking a little bit of a break, making sure that they are ready. I don't know. Let's go ahead and also take a peek at some of the other numbers. She will go ahead and lock down this fort. They can push onto this and then open this up and get this ready for the Triggerloff Protector. I was looking at the death timers and everything. I was like, no, they still can't rotate in quick enough. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna be able to connect in time. So Triggerloff Protector grab, Decker Kane jumps in it, as well as Artanis. We're going to be moving through bottom. Everybody's up and back to life. It's actually, the levels are very, very even. We've got to 7 and 6 in kills. Let's go ahead and pull away the damage numbers, and we'll just get the focus on the fight. One of the turrets already goes down. I don't think it's getting the buff from Sylvanas just yet. Toss goes out into Gunny. Gunslinger looking for that. That will be the Judgment going in. Stay while and listen gets on to quite a few members here. Purification Salvo goes out, but it doesn't actually, excuse me. Planet Cracker goes out, but it didn't actually, because I think Tin actually walked into the Stay While and Listen and it canceled their own Planet Cracker, so now it is off cooldown. Could see that being used right here. That will be Stukov going down. And now the Joanna stepping up even further. They're trying to get they want to end off of this. Li Ming doesn't get touched by the Power Glove there. That will be the Triggerloff Protector moving onto the core. Planet Cracker does come out. They sidestep that. Will be the root going out onto Gunslinger. They could just focus on this Garish and maybe stagger out of death. That could be big for them. Also, the thing is, they could just try and end 80-some% on the core. It's still going down. Tin does get the warp, and they're actually going to be stepping up into this. They're trying to get the value into the Joanna, but Tin is getting so low. They get the kill onto Phoenix. Core getting very low, as well as the Triggerloff Protector, Gunslinger, and the Nuk are the only ones alive, but that is going to be the core going down in game number 1, going over to the members of Lurk Patrol. GG. Well played. Woo! Lurk Patrol winning a bottom point fight, Pog. That was such a good swap. Hey, what's up, Chaotic Order? How you doing? Awesome to see you on Sunday. I saw, because like I know the schedule of like who we're casting a couple days in advance, and I saw that, and I didn't want to say anything because like it can change like the morning of, like someone can get sick and just we swap out games or something. So I didn't want to say anything, but I saw that and I was like, yes, I get to cast Northeastern again. So it was really cool. Glad to see you. Glad to see you in Tespia Collegiate Series. Sorry, my brain is I think shutting down a little bit right now. Sorry, I'm also just trying to look back and see. Alrighty. Need to message one of the captains. Okay. I don't need any of these. I don't need that. Where is no, Gunslinger. Okay. get a little bit of a stretch. Swap back. Alrighty. Hey, Chaotic Order, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, they wanted that. Where is Gunny? Okay, cool. So they wanted. Just pick. It was awesome to play their amazing casting on Sunday also. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We were absolutely miserable at Volskaya Point C fights. They're so hard. Couldn't quite pull off the win, but I think we got close. No, I think you got really close, Chaotic Order. You got some. I love casting your team, so it was good. Awesome. All right, cool. I know what map we got, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it. Pull this away. Let's go ahead and get into this lobby. Those conveyors are in everything. I love those conveyors. I love them so much because it makes everything so much more difficult. Let's invite both of these members to game. Let me also update the team scores. Whoopsie, wrong. Okay. Swap some people around and then we're good to go. Hey, Lucid, thank you so much. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate that. Thanks for the kind words. Thanks to everyone who was hanging out and watching the games. I really, really do appreciate it. I love casting Heroes of the Storm. I love casting in general. So that's what I'm doing on this channel a lot of. Typically, you can find me live on this channel Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Those are the days that like I do my best to make sure that I cast multiple games on them. In the past, Mondays are typically a day, but with Sunday being such a long day of casting and stuff, I usually take Monday off, just because I need that extra day. Next week, the casting might be a little bit lighter. My parents are going to be in town. It's my mom's birthday on Sunday, so I get to cast. I'll pick them up from the airport on Saturday, hang out with them and stuff, and then Sunday morning, have breakfast, probably make them breakfast or something, and then I'll cast for all of the day, and then when I'm done, we'll have a cocktail or something, but it's my mom's birthday on Sunday. I'm super excited because they're coming all the way out here to hang out. But yeah, I do a lot of casting here, so if you are enjoying the stream, please go ahead and hit that follow button because this is what I do a lot of. I'm very passionate about making sure these teams get some really good games put out and put on stream and stuff. So thanks for hanging out. I love you all. You're the best people. I pushed the button. Let's get into this. Welcome back, everybody, to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am your caster, Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we've got Dive Hard, and on the right, we have the members of Lurk Patrol. This is a Division C West matchup. Let's go ahead and get into this draft, as we actually did have some map stuff that I do believe I need to kind of get you all updated on, so let's go over and check that out really quickly. The coin flip was initially won by the members of Lurk Patrol. They banned out Alterac Pass. Dragonshire was banned out by Dive Hard. Lurk Patrol opted for first picks, so Dive Hard took us to game number 1 on Volskaya Foundry. They lost that. They opted for first pick for game number 2, and now Lurk Patrol has chosen for Tomb of the Spider Queen to be game number 2. Let's go ahead and get back into our draft here as we have the Ana and the Anubrak already being banned out. That's a good one right there. I like this. Also, the Joanna being taken out here is a very strong tool. Her grouping of the minions with the Condemn is a great way to just set up for the Webweaver phase. Not the Webweaver phase, sorry. In the rotational phase, just to get the wave clear a little bit quicker. Sorry, I was thinking, it's like, I gotta close my blinds really quickly, but it's no big deal. I'll do it later. It's really not that big of a deal. Tin will be, I guess maybe not even Tin, but Phoenix will be highly prioritized on the side of Dive Hard. They really, really want that Phoenix up front. Lucid, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thanks for supporting the channel. Glad you're enjoying it. Okay, Phoenix gonna be picked up here. I like the draft chat where it's just saying, who even plays Maiev? And I wonder if that's maybe they do? That'd be my best guess. ETC and Artanis gonna be prioritized here. So Lurk Patrol really prioritizing the Artanis in their games here. I'm not opposed to it. It's not bad. But it is not something we often see. Artanis does have a lot of good value. Team Spider Queen, I think, can be played fairly well by them. This is a Phoenix with a Stukov and a Diablo, so they will be getting the engage and the dive coming out from the Diablo, with the follow-up from Stukov. Typically we see the Tyrande, but maybe they're just more... They feel a little bit stronger with the... Sorry, I've been chugging water. The lockdown and stuff that you can get with the Stukov in the later half. Also, that silence is a great way of just making sure that no one gets a power slider or any sort of that value. Just an inference from your team name, and their team name is Dive Hard. Li Ming gonna be banned out here. They don't want to deal with any sort of reset potential, especially with that Diablo diving in. Ban-wise, I would look to actually just choke out the supports. Take out something like a Tyrande. Lucio's not a bad idea either, because Lucio actually has a lot of value here with the speed boost in the rotation. Also, the Break It Down's also like a good buffer in a lot of the team fights. You could also ban out Uther if you don't want to deal with the Divine Shield. But they go for Kael'thas. They don't want to have any sort of the stacking. Do we get an Azmodan? Somebody, play my boy. Please. So I can sit there and just talk about Azmodan talents for like half of the cast. No, they are going to be still needing a support. They're going to need most of their damage. Gul'dan's still up and available. They go for the Malfurion and the Greymane. Okay. If they're going for the Greymane and the Malfurion, I would maybe think that they're going to be going for a Jaina next. And they don't have a mage on the side of Diehard, so I would actually say grab the Jaina here because it pairs well into the Phoenix. And if you are okay with it, solo lane with like a Thrall, because then you have the Earthquake, or you could even pick up like a Malthael into the Artanis, or you could pick up some range. Well, Phoenix could be playing the solo lane. Kel'Thuzad! Yes. I love a good Kel'Thuzad on Team of the Spider Queen. I think he's such a fun hero to cast, and even to play against in a sense. Like, I think it's very challenging and fun, but Gul'dan will be rounding out the draft on the side of Lurk Patrol. I like the Jaina personally for both of these teams a little bit better. Kel'Thuzad does have some slow and stuff that pairs well into the Phoenix, but I think, especially on the side of Lurk Patrol, I think I might have said the team names wrong there, but either way, on the side of Lurk Patrol, ETC, so you have the Ring of Frost, that locks down one. ETC power slides in, Mosh Pit, Greymane shredding through the whole thing. You just have Malfurion dealing out some damage, healing out the team, and then you also drop a root right underneath that, and it's like, boop, deal with it. All right, really quickly, I want to just close these blinds. There we go. Sorry, I just have gigantic bright lights, and it's just glaring out into a dark backyard. The Uncanny Valley Greymane skin. What do you mean, like a Valley, like, what are you calling, like, that's his Valley Girl Greymane skin? Is it because he's just all, like, I would say it's, like, more like a beach boy. And not, like, the band, more like he's just got beach attire on. And he's just a good boy going to the beach. Let's go ahead and get into this. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Wrong one. There we go. On the left-hand side, we have got Dive Hard down a game, trying to take us to game number 3. We have Gunslinger on the Diablo, Wise Guy on the Tyrael, Nuck on the Kel'Thuzad, Curly going to be on the Stukov, and Tin on the Phoenix. On the right-hand side, we've got the members of Lurk Patrol. Harnock is going to be on the Artanis. High Def will be on the Gul'dan. Ektar will be on the Malfurion. Bickle will be on the Greymane. And we'll have Gunny on the ETC. Can we co-cast at some point? Zengachi, you cast? I did not know that. I didn't know you were a caster. Why didn't you ever tell me? Till today? Hiding that juicy detail from me. Looking through the questing talents, it actually be Fel Flame for High Def here. Not going to be going into the Echo Corruption stacks that we often do see. I'm curious as to why. I mean, you can stack those up really quickly, but Echo Corruption just gets so much value. It does offer a little bit more into the wave clear. That it was something that we did see when like Braxis Holdout came out. Fellflame was often the high priority for the talent pickups. But we'll see. I mean, in a 4-member rotation, you'll get a lot of value with that. That is going to be Gunny taking a lot of damage here. They're looking to step up even further. Tin maybe just, oh, not enough. I will say this. Gunslinger and Gunny, if you didn't guess already, they're related. I found this out when we were doing the map bans and stuff, and so I wanted to say this is the Family Feud, but unfortunately we have to call this The Price is Right Family Edition. Either way, I do love that we're actually having a matchup between some sort of siblings in a sense. Cat Peaches, got you since when did you cast my son? Pickle with the rotation, and Tin gonna be stepping in as well. Okay, no. We just check out bottom lane really quickly. Ektar gonna be coming down here and poking them. Me want watch. Yo, Zengaju, I feel like you gotta get on like Bush League. Like I don't know why, but I feel like that is what you gotta be on that Bush League. That Bush League casting. Gunny with the power slide, trying to stall them out for a little bit, a couple seconds there, but it won't yield them. And really quickly, we actually do have Master of the Cold Dark only sitting at 4 stacks. I thought they were going to be way higher when it peaked down at that. Bellflame is only sitting at the 7 out of the, I want to say it's 40 stacks. Yes. So the big thing for Kel'Thuzad is just trying to get those. Yo, Mark Zombie, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody. We are currently casting a Division C West matchup for the Nexus Gaming Series, and this is Dive Hard versus Lurk Patrol, and we are in game number 2 in this best of 3 series. I tried casting some games for running with turtles back in the day, but without face cam. Gotta get that face cam though. Everyone wants to see your beautiful face, Zengaju. Amanda Pandemonia, welcome. I think you're, what is it, Final Fantasy 9, right? Yeah? Right? NGS Caster Raid, woo! Thank you so much, Mark Zombie, I appreciate that. Wait, that's gonna be the root onto Malfury, and Ektar taking a lot of damage. Did Gunny say that because he might mean name cousins, because I never heard of this? Supposedly, they're related. I don't know if it's true, but I like to pretend like these two are actually related. Thank you so much, Amanda. NGS Hype indeed. Zerkoff, how you doing? Joe Zombie, how you doing? Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for the raid, Mark Zombie, once again. We got ourselves a beautiful game. I had to stop there for a second. I was going to use a different B word. We're going to keep PG-13. My stream is stable now, so maybe I'll try casting more formally, maybe Bush League. Get into that Bush League, Zengaju. That is like, I think Bush League is like one of the most fun things to cast. Division C, yes indeed, Amanda. Pickle and Gunny are going to be trying to get that turn in. We do have availability for both teams. Curly going to be getting heckled by Gunny here. That is going to be a chain going out, not connecting. We actually had the burst in between. We only have, ooh, nice, 69 stacks on Gunslinger for those souls. You don't need to capture any more, Gunslinger. Please stop getting souls. This is going to be first web we return in favor for the members of Dive Hard. They want to get some momentum in their favor here, as there's just been rotations between lanes. And that's the big thing with Tomb of Spider Queen at the start here. We see 0-0 in kills. The experience is fairly close together. Nice blink from Tin to not get caught out there. But the big thing here is getting those 51st gems and really starting to get that momentum going over in your favor. Push in through mid seems to be the game plan for the members of Dive Hard. The thing is they're opening themselves up for quite a big flank. You can see that top lane is the priority. And they will see the rotation coming out, so they can back out there. Gunslinger also going to be having a little bit of pushback. Let's go ahead and just pull away these talents and get into the full fight. As High Def is going to be trying to rotate around. Gunslinger doing a great job of anchoring in this lower part here so the friendly team doesn't get flanked. And just Tyrael kind of staying in and just making sure that they have the good engagement. Gunslinger will get rooted and power slid on. They're getting knockbacked and pushed around. Curly does have the healing pustule out on them. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Arnok is going to just get the clear onto that. Not really losing out anything, if... I think anything in general. Nope. I'm just finished wrapping up casting Division. We calculated decision versus Brand Series. Ooh, nice. Division C West. Ooh. Some juicy games. Turn-in is available for the members of Lurk Patrol, and they've got quite a ways to go on the side of hard dive. Oh, Gunslinger's going to be targeted here, and they're going to dive hard on dive hard there. Gunslinger going down, and that will be first kill of the game over in favor for the members of Lurk Patrol. Now, they only had 85 souls on that Diablo, so that means that they do not get that instant revive. They get the turn-in on the side of Lurk Patrol, and we'll see what they're able to do with this. They have the siege camp picked up in bottom lane, Grey Mare already in top to make sure this gets this at least spawns or at least crashes as far forward as possible. But you can see they're playing super safe here. This is the best thing you can do. They can't really see where most of the enemy team is. Oh, logical decision. Logical decision still. Still a very good matchup. Kel'Thuzad trying to come in and get some extra stacks. They're only sitting at 7 of the Master of the Cold Dark stacks, and they only have 8 of the, I think it's 15 phylactery stacks? No, that's not right. 12. Silence onto the Grey Mane. Power slide from Gunny. There's no 10s just yet. That is going to be the massive swap onto Curly to pull them away. And Wise Guy just gets the speed boost right there. That swap, like, saved Curly. 10s are going to be here for the members of Lurk Patrol. Are they going to continue to turn around and fight onto this? That will be the shadow charge for the Diablo. They do finally have all their souls, and now 10s are going to be almost here. You know that they're waiting to just snap pick onto those talents. ETC has the mosh pit. You saw them turn around. That will be a lot of good damage coming out from Kel'Thuzad, sitting at 14 stacks during all that engagement, raising up another, I think, 9 almost, it seemed. Probably a little bit more, less because I can't do math on stream. Power slide from the ETC. Mosh pit does come out, connecting onto 4 members. They dive onto all of them. Tyrael's the only one that can interrupt, and unfortunately, they were too far away. That will be the Kel'Thuzad going down as well. Not enough phylactery stacks to bring him right back to health, or back to life, and that will be 10 gems away for turning on the favor of Lurk Patrol. A little bit less, and now they can push in this mid lane a little bit more. That is also Diablo literally getting all their stacks and then losing them instantaneously. That is such a hard moment for the Diablo. Who won? Logical Decision's been playing well. Hey, Shiver, what's up? Thanks for coming by. And thanks for lurking. I'll make a note to make a command of that. Thank you for hanging out, though. I appreciate you checking out the stream, checking out the good games. 10s are cheap for both. We do have Sanctification for the Tyrael, so not going to be looking at that Judgment as we saw in the last game. But here's the thing. Planet Cracker once again for the Phoenix. Not going for Purification Salvo. And we also don't have the Suppression Pulse from the Artanis. Going to be going in for the Purifier Beam. High Def taking a lot of the damage. That will be the silence as well. Curse Bolt goes out. They are going to get the overpowered. Gul'dan's the first one to go down. And now Gunslinger getting a bit low. Massive Shove went out, but it didn't connect. And Wise Guy, Bickle thought about it, but then backed right out of there and was just like, no. Lurk Patrol has practiced a lot versus Kel'Thuzad and is not feeding stacks through the early game. Tough on Entomb. Pretty solid job overall. I agree. Nuck has only 18 out of the 30. They do have enough for the Glacial Spike because when you get that at 15, nice. Oh, this engagement on the Bickle was so well played from the members of Dive Hard, and that staggered death is huge because of the fact that Gul'dan's siege is okay, but on the enemy, on the enemy team, Greymane siege is so much better, and they got such a good value with that one pick right there, and now they're moving into this bottom lane onto Harnock, and Glacial Spike could be the play that also will be the phylactery. Planet Cracker point blank in the face takes out the Artanis, and now the Webweavers descend, and they have their Greymane back, but they don't have a whole lot of sieges. The lanes got pushed back quite a bit, and this is still 9 minutes into the game. These things do hit quite hard, but that is these little picks here and there are so big for the members of Dive Hard. And now Bickle back. I'm just waiting for this Webweaver. Hold on, let's go ahead and pull all this away. 13s aren't here yet. They're pretty close for both. Most of the heroics are off cool. Actually, every heroic's off cooldown except for the point blank Planet Cracker we just saw. Top lane gets cleared out and they rotate into mid. They are going to be having the Artanis back in just a second. First Bolt goes out. Gunslinger seems to be the target. Power slide forward. That is going to be the knockback, and that will be Diablo going down. Sanctification is going to be used just in case there is going to be the mosh pit out from the ETC. They catch the Kel'Thuzad by the foot. They're trying to use everything. Massive shove didn't connect. They actually caught another. Swap goes out onto Wise Guy. Now they're looking for the kill onto Tyrael. Speed boosts himself out of their power slide from the ETC. They're trying to get to the other side. They knock them back. That will be Wise Guy going down. Now they need to spread on the side of Lurk Patrol to make sure that they don't take the passive damage. They don't. They also do manage to zone out these gems. Swap. Oh, I thought there was going to be a swap from Artanis and they'd be able to pull them back in, but oopsie. Now we're just hitting too many buttons there. All right, let's go ahead and I want to show you talents. Because we had 13 talent here picked up by the members of both teams. We have turn-in availability for the members of Dive Hard, and they're about 20-ish gems away from that turn on the side of Lurk Patrol. Bottom lane stacked up quite a bit. Gul'dan going to be going ahead and grabbing this by themselves, and now they're trying to get this turn in. Oh, nice use of avoiding that right there. 24 stacks on that Master of the Cold Dark. Gunny gonna get the power slide in here, looking for some heckle onto Curly, but now they're the target of that. Gonna try and get the chains out off to Gunny. The slows will be there, and I think this is going to be ETC going down. Wise Guy with the kind of the Goomba stomp forward with the Aldruin's Might, but that will be Nuck with the kill. Bickle makes it out just fine. They get this turn in here. If anything, they could actually wait a couple seconds, clear out their top lane and mid lane, so the Web Weavers descend a little further down, and can at least do it in mid lane. Because what happens is the Web Weavers will always descend as far as your minion wave is pushed forward. So if, you know, it descends right here, it still has to walk up quite a ways, and Web Weavers do lose health over time, regardless of whether or not they're being hit. Curse Ball goes on a Gunslinger. Nice use of that. It's a very short cooldown, only 30 seconds on that. So just chunking half of Diablo's health consistently really forces them to burn some abilities. And while, yes, you are using a 30-second cooldown for a heroic, you can just see they're cycling around. 15 seconds have already elapsed. They're halfway through that cooldown. By the time they go in for another engagement, this top lane, they'll have that Curse Bullet once again for exactly that. Now mid lane stacked up and pushed in. Do they go for the flank? Gunny does have the Mosh Pit available. Tin is rotating around as well. High Def and friends are just looking for the clear into the top lane. And now you can see Harnock is just positioning as well, just waiting for someone to engage a little too far. Dash forward, no swap. Chains went out from the Kel'Thuzad. Got the pull into Gunny. That will be the root as well. Oh my god, Shadow Fissure actually gets saved. Horrify goes out as well. Planet Cracker will be there, and nobody going to be in it. Gunslinger going to be trying to work their way into Gunny here, who actually gets massive shoved towards the far side, and that will be ETC going down. That also will be stacks in favor for Gunslinger, but the Sanctification is going to be used, keeping the Diablo just safe. They stand in that Purifier Beam, and Harnock is trying to get the kill, but unfortunately they've stepped too far forward, and that will be Artanis going down. And with these two staggered deaths, they're looking for more. I was thinking that they might try and go for core here, but I don't think they have the siege potential, as well as, well, it's just this lonely Web Weaver in bottom lane. They could have rotated into, maybe get a little bit of value with the stacked out lane, but they back off. They go for, looks like they're going to go for top lane fort, maybe even boss, and that will be some nice passive experience gain in their favor, as well as the periodic catapults every third wave. Diablo already stepping up onto the boss here. 16 talent here over Lurk Patrol. Dive Hard really wants to take this to a game 3. It's showing. It's definitely showing. Like, they are bringing their A game in this game number 2 here. This Kel'Thuzad sitting at 28 out of the 30 stacks necessary. Also, we have 63 out of the 120 for the advanced targeting. They just disengage from the boss. They leash it. They say it's not worth it. They know that they're coming in here. 16's picked up for both sides. Aldruin's Might, Wise Guy with the block, but here's the thing, they don't really have a turn-in, they're just kind of just dumping the gems so they don't lose them. Turn-in is a lot closer for the members of Lurk Patrol, and if they can get this, these late-game Web Weavers really start to get some push power and some value if they're left to their own devices. Rook goes out, just gonna be trying to stack up a little bit more for that Malfurion, get some healing out as well. Bottom lane's gonna be cleared up by Harnock here. We're in that late game on Tomb of Spider Queen where a bad fight could end the game. You could rush through mid for one team, for either team, realistically. You still have to go through a keep on the side of Lurk Patrol, but that mid lane keep, that's a little terrifying. Kel'Thuzad zoning and watching top, getting a few more gems turned in here. They're slowly whittling, but they're slowly getting these turned in. Enough on the side of Lurk Patrol. They could go for that turn in. We'll see what they're able to do here. That is going to be Artanis getting caught out in this bottom lane. That will be nice use of the Glacial Spike. Mosh Pit coming out from the ETC. The massive shove to disengage onto it. That also will be Tin blinking in. And now Harnock is going to get overpowered. A lot of damage going out. That will be Artanis going down. That also is the Apocalypse use connecting onto one here. Bickle is going to be the target. Shadow, power slide out from the ETC, but there's no Mosh Pit to be used. They're just kind of zoning and trying to do their best. Gunslinger with those full souls. As you can see, getting so much value. Planet Cracker locking down another, and that will be Gul'dan and ETC going down. Now they can chase this in a little bit further. Ektar is in a bit of a bad spot. Huge root onto so many. They actually have the chains. They actually have Bickle backing off, and then now Ektar is going to get pulled back in here. And the Curse Bolt goes out onto one. Ektar is just saying, please let me through, and now the massive shove to push them back in the wall. They drop their gems. Bickle dives around the Shadow Fissure, and that's not enough. all of that turn-in. They had a whole turn-in. It was like 60 plus gems. All of them lost. You can see this rotation into mid. They already have the camp pressuring up right here with 11 seconds on one of the closest members and just the Artanis up and alive. It looks like they're going to be trying to go for this end here. Harnock stepping far forward there. They stagger out of death, and that is not the play you want there, but it looks like this is going to be going over to a game number 3. We'll see here. Gunny trying to work their way in here. Tin taking a lot of damage. Gunny, oh wait, hold on, that's gonna be one going down. Gunny's so low, they did get the kill onto the ETC. Only the Gul'dan is left, and they're just using this core to stay up and alive. And here's the thing, there's not a lot of siege. That is going to be the Horrify going out, overpower onto the high def, and they're just trying to get themselves back in this core. Now we have a couple members back. This core rush is going really bad for them. That's gonna be Gunslinger going down. All that's left is just Wise Guy and Curly. The core goes down, and that will be game going over in favor for Dive Hard. They take the series and push us into game number 3. Whew. Okay. I've been casting for almost 4 hours. I gotta run to the bathroom. I'm sorry. I'm gonna show you, let me show talents while I run. All right. Cool. Let's show stats really quickly while I just check and see. All right, let me find out what map it's gonna be. This is gonna be just pick them. Oh, alrighty. This way. Hello. We got ourselves a series on our hands. Like that is. Alrighty. Well, we find out what map we're going to be going to for game number 3. Quickly, just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's followed, subbed, hosted, rated, donated bits, all that stuff. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support that you all give. I'm glad that I can put on some games that you all enjoy a ton. If you haven't followed here, please go ahead and do so. I am casting 3 to 4 days a week, and then sometimes we'll do Saturday streams, or at least at this point, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, those are going to be definite streaming casting days. Mondays we will return to after the Tespa Collegiate Series ends. They're confirming. Okay, cool. So I have the map. I'm going to go ahead and make that lobby in just a second here. But yeah. If you do enjoy the stream, please follow. If you feel like supporting a little bit further with bits or sub or any of that kind of stuff, it's very much appreciated. Thank you. I do this all for the teams. Also, oh wait, that's in lobby. Jeez. All right, let's get Gunny and Gunslinger in here. Oh, this map. It's a good one. But either way, we're about to get into this. Have I missed any? Okay, cool. Swap these teams around. I'm excited for our game number 3. It's gonna be a good old time. All right, we're just waiting on teams to get in lobbies. I'm sure they're probably all running to the bathroom as well, because Best of 3 series, it goes for a little bit here. And there's going to be Ektar joining in as well as the rest of the crew, so that'll be perfect. But thanks all for hanging out. And it's been an absolute blast so far. Swap team. Cool. All right, we got the entire left side. We just got to get the last members of the other side team, and we'll be in this game. I'm just super excited for game number 3. I think this is a good map to take us to. Yeah, it's a good time. Do you have any casting tips for me other than to use face cam? I mean, I don't know. Like, I haven't seen cast ever, so I really don't know what direction to go in. I could give you some general stuff, which is like, don't feel like you have to say everything that happens in the match. Play-by-plays are great, but if you get stuck on a word, just keep moving past it. That's one of the that's a big thing. Like I had to break that habit myself, because if I would sit there and just get like hard stuck on trying to say every single heroic and stuff. Get really good at using your center mouse wheel to move the camera. Don't use your arrow keys, because arrow keys look really stuttery, and you can usually hear the keyboard actually being hit. Don't use the minimap to pan. Use the center mouse wheel. Just push down on that. Like this, my mouse has like little like grippy things, and I had to get used to just like those bumps like digging into the bottom of my finger, and just eventually get used to it. Use Aliobs. It has really, really good information. As you can see, I cycle through all that information. I've memorized the control 6 through 1 buttons, so that way you can show whether it's talents, stats, all that kind of stuff. It's important to kind of know all of that. Yeah, you don't have to know all of the talent names. Like, don't be embarrassed to have to hover over something and like look at it and read it off. Like, you're not expected to know everything. This isn't something you do for a living. So, like, I do it all the time. Okay. I don't remember every single talent, but sometimes I have to hover over it. But either way, we got a game. We're going to be going to Infernal Shrines, my friends, for this game number 3. Just going ahead. I'm just doing one. And just to kind of catch you all up, we did have some map bans that did take place. Let's go ahead and check those out really quickly. The coin flip was initially won by Lurk Patrol. They went ahead and banned out Alterac Pass. Dragonshire was banned out by the members of Dive Hard. They opted for first pick on the side of Lurk Patrol. So Volskaya Foundry was the first map chosen by Dive Hard. They lost that. Opted for first pick in game number 2. Tim and Spider Queen was picked by Lurk Patrol, and they lost that. And now Lurk Patrol opted for first pick in game number 3, and we have Dive Hard taking us to Infernal Shrines. Let's go ahead and get right back into this draft, as we do have a Joanna and a Nubrak being banned out. Joanna extremely strong for the grouping of the Skeletal Defenders, as well as the rotations between mid and bottom. We've seen that she's just a high priority for a lot of teams overall. Maiev and a Nubrak going to be banned out here on the side of Lurk Patrol. It's just taking those out. It was just really, really powerful. Yeah. Lastly, Zengaju, sorry, just one last thing. Have fun. Like, if you're stressing out and you're not having fun while casting, you gotta change something. That's at least my opinion. When I work all day, I get up at 6 in the morning. I work from like 6:45 till 4 o'clock. I eat dinner. I walk Bandit. I have like basically 45 minutes to myself, and then I just cast. And to be honest, I look forward to that all day. I look forward to casting. I look forward to talking with the teams. I look forward to talking about this video game. I look forward to people in chat. Like, I love this so much, and this is the highlight of my day. After this, I'll go sit on the couch with Bandit. I'll watch like an episode or 2 of a TV show and just hang out with him and completely ignore that. Like, that's pretty much my day. Like, I really, really enjoy doing this. I enjoyed talking to you all, and I enjoy talking about heroes. Work is great. It makes me money, and I'll probably do that forever. But this is just, this is just so much fun. So, thanks, Bahamut. I do have a habit of saying everything that happens in a team fight. One of my friends actually pointed out to me. He was just like, you're pretty good, but like, you don't have to say everything. Like, if you stop trying to say every little thing, you might actually have a little bit more style, I guess you could say. It's one of those things, like, it's just like you can actually throw a little bit of your own personality into it at that point, instead of just kind of just rambling off. Like, anybody can ramble off like stats and talents and stuff like that, but it's actually putting your personality into it at that point is really, I think, the big part of it. Be yourself. Like, I am so much of myself on the stream, and I'm a little bit more reserved. Like, my friends that I talk to, like, don't talk about this with them because no one really cares about esports and my friends. But here, I can be an absolute nerd. I can be me. So be yourself. Enjoy it. Have fun. And if you're not having fun, reassess and look at the things that don't make it fun. That's my big points. But either way, we got a draft. Let's focus on this. Game number 3 between Dive Hard and Lurk Patrol. This is a Nexus Gaming Series Division C matchup for the West side. We do have the ETC Phoenix on the side of Dive Hard. We also have the Ana, Muradin, and Sonya for the members of Lurk Patrol. Looks like the Gul'dan's going to be taken out of here. Surprised actually that there was no Diablo priority. ETC going to be the main priority here. Did they maybe take out the Jaina or a Maiev? Maiev actually has, or not Maiev, Medivh. Medivh actually has a lot of good setup here, but they actually take out the Kel'Thuzad. Kel'Thuzad does have some good value on a map like this. There's a lot of chaining, there's a lot of tight corridors. That's what I was expecting the Diablo. It still pairs well with the Phoenix. You can go Lightning Breath into the Salvo, but realistically, maybe they're going for another Planet Cracker, so they want that lockdown with the ETC Mosh. To follow up into that, they'll take a Stukov. I still say take the Jaina. Take the Jaina. That Ring of Frost setup is so big. You also have good Shrine Clear from that as well. You can actually see that's one of the reasons why they picked the Sonya on the side of Lurk Patrol, is because Sonya is often really great to just kind of say, all right, well, we just want to fight over the Shrine. Our 4 core will push, and the Sonya is just going to be left on the Shrine. She'll go ahead and get that clear, and that's going to be the way that we just tunnel into this. And now, yeah, Jaina will be picked up on the side of Lurk Patrol. Such a strong one. That's a blessed day. Keep doing great work. Be an absolute. Just have fun with this, Nagaju. That's all I can say about streaming. But sorry, Falstead is going to be coming into this game. Swiftwing and I are going to be taking a flight, and Tyrael will be grabbed here. It's boom time, stream. That can be taken 2 ways. But we got ourselves a draft here for game number 3. Thank you all for joining me. This is going to be our final map, final match, and final game of the evening for the Nexus Gaming Series. We're going to be loading into this in just a second. Thank you all once again for joining me. I have had an absolute blast this evening, but that doesn't mean we're done just yet. We've definitely got to find out who's going to be taking this best of three series on Infernal Shrines. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Names aside and everything, I do like the Li Ming. The Reset City is high potential, especially with the Jaina, Ana, and Falstead. A little bit on that lower health pool side could be big for them. But Falstead will have Gust, I hope, at level 10, so they'll be able to knock them away if they do try and get some of that dive. Dive hard probably does dive hard. So getting rid of that with a kind of panic button would be big for them. I've seen a lot of Hinterland's Blast lately, and I'm just like, please stop. No, don't Hinterland's Blast. But those are in games I'm playing, and I play in gold, so let's get into our draft. We're into our game. On the left-hand side, up a game in this best of 3 series, we've got Wise Guy on the Tyrael. We have Nuck on the Li Ming. We're going to have Gunslinger on the ETC, Tin on the Phoenix, and Curly on the Stukov. That is Dive Hard. On the right, up a game as well in this best of 3 series, trying to find out who wins it. We've got Bickle on the Jaina, Gunny on the Muradin, Ektar will be on the Ana, we'll have High Def on the Sonya, and Harnock on the Falstad. That is Lurk Patrol. Let's go ahead and get into this in mid lane. All 5 are here and ready to party. We have block, actually, for the Muradin. We do also have the Fingers of Frost from the Jaina. Falstad going into my favorite, the come on. Gathering Storm, right? No, that's Muradin. No, okay, Gathering Storm. Storm Bolt. What's the level 1 talent? Nice use of the hammering right there to get some value. Either way, I can't think of his level 1 stacking quest for his Storm Bolt, but that is also going to still be the advanced targeting for the Phoenix. And we'll see how this goes. We actually have the Biotic Grenade build so far for for Ana, which is going to be really, really good for if they can watch when that pustule is being spread to so many members, they'll be able to just throw that out and make sure that if it gets popped, that is also going to be completely mitigated. High def going into 10 up here. I've said this a lot on stream tonight, and it hasn't really been proven one way or the other. But having the range into melee can be a little difficult, but Sonya can close that distance with that Ancient Spear. That's a really, really good tool, as well as her Slam does have a little bit of an extended range to it ever since her rework, so it does go a little bit further in that she can poke in through the minion wave, get a little bit faster clear, and then also utilize that if she angles it right into the enemy team. Gunny just trying to get a couple more of these storm bolts out and just stack that up a little bit more. Okay, storm bolt, yeah. This camp will be grabbed in the bottom lane by Wise Guy and friends. Gunny not going to be able to get there in time, so they're just going to turn right around after they hit the bush. And we do have mid lane pressure going to be stacking up. And the thing that I'm actually a little surprised by is that we're actually going to be seeing Falstad just kind of hanging out in mid. I would be expecting the four-member rotations to be coming out from Lurk Patrol so they can actually stack that hammering up as much as possible. And hold on, we have Nuck going in for a potential flank onto them. Early going to be, like, you can see them stepping forward trying to get that lurking arm set up, but no, the barrel roll, the hard knock is saying, I'm not doing that, so I'm just going to back out of that. We actually have the extended barrel roll range, and shielding for the Falstad. I think that's it. Yeah. And also, little indefinite shielding too is kind of beneficial to have. Once you see that boomerang, you'll see them really get some big burst and also some wave clear from that as well. Oh, hold on, Ektar gonna get dove on down here. They do, oh my god, that silence, that slow ETC with the power slide forward, the knockback, and Ektar in a bad way makes it through the gate with just under 100 health. And now Wise Guy a little too forward, Gunny trying to get the punish, and it doesn't connect, but that was very beneficial. Sorry, I thought I was seeing crowd control. Crowd control's blue, not purple. Because crowd control, I think, is where you can get the cooldown reduction based on hitting minions and heroes. That one I don't know actually 100% off the top of my head, but I know there is a cooldown reduction from your thunderclap, and you can also get I think it's reverberation as well. I think at that talent where you can get the increased auto attack reduction, but there isn't really much of a value to get that in this kind of composition here. Either way, we've got ourselves an objective breaking out. Nice knockback from Gunslinger zoning away. That will be Falstad going down very quickly in this fight. First kill of the game going over to the members of Dive Hard, and now Tin and friends working on these skeletal defenders, kind of ignoring what Lurk Patrol has brought to the table and just says, you know what, that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and get the clear onto this, and now Gunny is going to be forced out of here. Sleep Dart connecting onto 2, trying to stack up a little bit of damage onto these members, or at least stall this out as long as possible. While that does allow Falstad to come back here, and they just rotate out. They'll grab their camp to have a little bit of pressure against this Frozen Punisher, but this will be first one of the game going over to the members of Dive Hard. You can see Gunny already backing off, making sure that they do not bait that jump at the wrong position. They want to be behind the gate when that does happen. And now Stormbolt goes out, jump goes over, they pull it over towards the fort, trying to avoid the well. Sounds from the nice power slide from Gunslinger, gonna knock a couple members back away, and that will be a lot of good control coming out from Gunslinger. Now, the rest of the team has started to step up, and they don't have a ton to really anchor onto this. That will be the Punisher going down fairly quickly. They have to back out of here quick on the side. Oh, nice use of the power slide from Gunslinger once again. Gunny's in a bit of a bad spot. Dwarf Toss to get right out of there. Healing out from Ektar will connect just right. Also going to be going ahead and grabbing that regen globe for Jaina. While all that was happening, Falstad came into bottom lane. Make sure that they do not miss out on the soak here. We are going to be having 18 stacks of that hammering that does stack indefinitely. Right around probably the 60 to 70 stack range, I would say. When you have the boomerang, you really start to get some big blow up potential with that hammering, as long as you're connecting onto the first and second hit. And once you get to 100, you can, oh my god, you can absolutely get so much shred with that. I love it. Like once you're 100 stacks, it's a little fearsome. Gunny going to be just anchoring for the friends and just making sure they pick this up. Also going to get some Stormbolt damage onto that. The nice use of the Stormbolt to reveal the wells so that the minions start attacking it, but here's the thing, this is why they added shielding to these wells, so that way you can't do things like this. Makes it also a little bit harder for people like Genji to snipe wells, as we do see on like Battlefield of Eternity here and there. Now there is an invasion onto the siege camp here. 10's not up for anybody just yet. Gunny in a bit of a bad spot. Might be able to use the Dwarf Toss. I don't know if it's off cooldown or not. They have the silence right there, and now they have to back off just to get the Dwarf Toss over. That will be Falstad flying or getting the barrel roll into this. They do have a hammering that they can throw out and get quite a few stacks on. They can just get that out as once again. That'll be just a few more. Now they're just going to be using their Thunder. Oh, wait, hold on. Lightning Rod is going to be getting some value. Wise Guy actually needing to get out of there. Nice use of the hammering once again, and now they just back out. Oh, and Muradin goes down. Trying to get the Dwarf Toss over the wall at the last second did not work out for them, and that will be another kill in favor for the members of Dive Hard. High Def is going to back off of this top lane, as they cannot really see where the enemy team is going to be splitting and setting up around. But mid lane is the next objective here. 10s will be achieved for at least the members of Dive Hard. I do expect it to be achieved by Lurk Patrol. I think they've got another like 10 seconds before the announcement or something like that. I didn't look at the timer of the Punisher. Either way, that's coming up quite soon. 10s are going to be here. Moshpit, Planet Cracker. So far the standard from the members of Dive Hard. Wave of Force. Do we get anything special with the Tyrael? Do we get a Judgment again? Or do we just get Sanctification like last game? Well, it seemed to work out really, really good for them in the last game, but Judgment is always a fun talent. I'm not going to say I'm a false dead expert, but here's some precise numbers. That's like when I cast Asmodee. It's just like, I don't want to talk about talents for the whole cast here, and then I talk about Asmodee talents for like the majority of the cast. Wait a minute. Leap Sonya? Oh, yes. Yes. Leap Sonya, here we go. Tyrael's still holding. Let's pull away the talents here. We don't need to be seeing these. We already can see what the talents are, and we've seen some of the previous talents. Gunny going to be making an entry onto this. Harnock. Just getting that damage out. Gunslinger with the power slide. They have the Planet Cracker. Moshpit goes out. That will be the Gust as well, just to disengage from it. Planet Cracker still going. Sanctification will be put on the ground. No Judgment this game. Gunny will be popping the... Oh, nice use of the Ring of Frost there. That also will be the Avatar form for Gunny. They get the Dwarf Toss out. They need to get some healing. Curly's so very low. Needs to also spread that posture around. Now we have Ektar getting the Sleep Dart onto one member here, and Harnock is just trying to position, trying to figure out what to do with Gunslinger here. So many members are low on mana on the side of Lurk Patrol. Power slide through. High Def. They have the sounds put onto them. They do not have a leap available as it's already used. Jaina goes down. Reset for Li Ming. Now they're going to be chasing onto Gunny here, who's Ektar is just trying to get that healing out in that range, but it's just not connecting. And now the point is going to be held over by Dive Hard. Oh, wait, they going for the re-engage onto this. Nice use of just anchoring with the two main tanks, and they can just leave Phoenix to go ahead and get the clear onto this and just forces them so far back. The other thing I need to note here is that we still have the camp in bottom lane. It is a single Kai'Sa? Impaler. There we go. It's going to be a single Impaler. I need to click on something that will die. There we go. So it's just going to be that single Impaler, but still will stack up and help that lane push a little bit harder. We do actually have Stukov and Phoenix going into top lane. There's just, okay, so just Phoenix. Stukov will be rotating back down to the friendly team. We do have the gate already down in mid. Jump goes over, connects onto two. We have the power slide forward. No mosh pit is available, I believe, but they still get the kill onto Falstad before they're able to get any value. Gust was up and available. Now Gunny a little bit low here. They're needing to back off, and this Punisher still... So it's a little healthy, just around 30%. And now Gunny is going to be targeted. They actually have the power slide forward. Still no mosh pit, 17 seconds on that one. High Def getting lower and lower. Gunny is able to Dwarf Toss over the wall. Punisher goes down, but here's the thing. They still have to back off through a fort. The mini wave will luckily be there to anchor a lot of it. Knockback. We have Nuck trying to throw out that damage as well. And now Falstad back up once again. Flies forward. Big Gust potential here. Oh, but they get the barrel roll, and they're just like, no, I didn't fly in the right position. I'm just going to barrel roll. I've done that. I've done that all the time. You're just like, oh, watch me get this YouTube Gust really quick, and then I just fly into the enemy team and get bodied. Oh. Just so talented at this game. But siege camps are going to be picked up almost simultaneously. Still have this Impaler in bottom lane, which is going to be cleared up before it gets too much value. And now they pick up the second siege camp down here, but Gunny sniffs it out, and they know. Jaina also did finish that Fingers of Frost at level 1. Engage going to be coming into this. They're chasing in here. Gunny anchoring for the team, but they don't have their 13s just yet. Now they're turning around. They want to get more value into this. Ooh, nice root coming up from Stukov. Planet Cracker onto 2, and Falstad goes down. Reset City for Li Ming. That's going to be some damage going out. Mosh, single Mosh onto Gunny, and they're trying to keep them alive. The Dwarf Toss is not enough, and Muradin goes over the wall, and now they siege in through this bottom lane because the big thing to note is they have the bottom lane Punisher popping up in this bottom lane. Doesn't mean it's going to go over to them for free, but with the setup that they have and the availability of taking down this bottom lane, the sustain and the power and control will be handed over to the members of Dive Hard in this next objective phase. High Def is trying to do their best in top lane and get this pressure out, but we just have the bottom lane clear. Gunslinger going back for some mana, and now they push into this top lane. The rotation will be a little long. I don't know if Sonya can burn this down without having to be too far forward. Yeah, they just back off and say, you know what, I do not want to be caught out of position, especially by any of these enemy members, and stagger out of death, because they should be having the objective popping up close. Yeah, you can see them just going to back off and just play it safe. We do have this camp going to be picked up by the members of Dive Hard, and 13s are going to be here. Oh, we actually have the Mythical Spear. Cooldown reduction's good if you are making connections. Is it if you make a connection? Oh, it's just overall. When is used this way? Oh, wait. Even if it doesn't hit an enemy when it's used this. So I think it's only when it doesn't hit an enemy, it actually gets the cooldown reduction. Which just kind of encourages chasing at that point. But we do actually also have the Poison Spear, which is really, really good for the leap combos. And then Shot of Fury is very, very powerful with this combination so far. Now we have the chase onto Tin here. That's going to be a power slide from ETC. Not able to get the kill, and the speed boost from Tyrael is going to be beneficial as well. Stormbolt on a 1, Sleep Dart goes out. Just poking out onto a couple of these members here. Gunny, okay. They're safe. They're good, right? Sonya actually going to be going to the shrine and activating that and just trying to get on that and get that value. Gus going to go out as well just to push them back. Sleep Dart still have a couple members knocked out here, but realistically that just says, all right, cool, well, we're just going to go over to this point, and now Sonya on an island by herself here. The rest of the team says we need to get in on this. That will be the massive shove coming out. Power slide from the ETC. Mosh Pit connects onto a couple. That will be the beam going out as well from Tin, and they do get some damage, but it's not going to be enough. High Def is going to be spinning. That will be the Ring of Frost going out, not connecting. That also is going to be Bickle with the nano boost there, but not going to be able to get the value they're looking for. A lot of damage coming out from Jaina. Arnak is going to try and get some poke out here and there. Falstad needs 16 super bad, so you can get the cooldown reduction. You can keep throwing hammerings out like constantly. Either way, they're still getting a lot of good value from this, and this is going to be 20 to 20 on Skeletal Defenders. Gunny is by themselves on this. That is going to be a lone Murden. Gets the Dwarf Toss over the wall. Does not have the Avatar form. They go down. That is going to be Hard Knock. Tried to get some damage out here, but it's not working out for them. Jaina dumping some snow as well. High Def left alone, and now they back out. It's still, they have a slight advantage in Skeletal Defenders. They can poke in on this here and there. They only need 8 more. This is getting closer and closer, but I think with the amount of members sitting on this point, Dive Hard will be taking this 16 to 14 in levels, and now they have a Mortar Punisher to push through bottom lane. Question is how far they'll be able to go with this. Murden's going to be down for 7 seconds. They've got their talent tier advantage over the enemy team. I'm waiting. Who goes in? What's the game plan here? Dive over the wall. Tyrael with the nice use of, oh my god, the block right there is so good. Holy Ground is such a strong talent for Tyrael. And we see Actar just trying to heal from a distance and make sure no one gets too far down. High Def is going to be, oh, they get the spin to win out of there, and that also will be the Gus use just to disengage so they don't lose a member, and they also pull in onto this Punisher. They're trying to bait it over to this mid lane, but it just does not want to commit. Goes right back into the bottom, and now they're working their way in. That will be Murden jiving in with the Avatar form. They still don't have their 16 talent here, and now we actually have Massive Shove pushing them into the well. They do go ahead and actually nano boost Bickle. Ooh, Sleep Dart goes out. They connect onto Curly. No one prioritizing the Stuke off here. They're just sitting rooted, and now they actually have ETC diving in. Bickle pops the stasis, and that will be the Mosh Pit. They do take down the Jaina here. That also will be the Punisher going down. They do not get the keep. Still have their talent tier advantage over the enemy team. Healing goes through. Stormbolt doesn't connect. And with the disengage poke that they have from the Li Ming, I think this is just, oh wait, hold on, they dive forward. That is going to be Dive Hard, diving hard here. Nice knockback. Gunny taking a lot of the damage. Spear in from High Def, not able to get too much there, and now they start to spin to win. High Def, oh my god, the reset from Li Ming. Stray Orb gets the kill. Take down they take down the bottom lane keep, and they don't go for core. Gust is still up, Leap is still up. 25 seconds on Muradin. Jaina just came back. Looks like they just don't want to give that over. Let's go ahead and look at some of the other numbers here, as we're going to be having just some camp pressure and some camp prioritization from these teams. or at least from the members of Dive Hard. Wise Guy and friends will grab the left-hand side. Phoenix on the bottom here. Wouldn't be too surprised to see any sort of prioritization onto the Bruiser camp. I want to say the Punisher died around the 15:30 mark, so we've probably got another 45 seconds before that announcement pops up. If I'm not mistaken, it's at 1 minute 30? No, maybe it's 2 minutes. Can't remember what the timer is off the top of my head on that one. Still looking for that 16. They do grab their camp in the top lane just to at least have some pressure, and that pushes them a little bit closer. We do have Gunny going in the mid, and that will be able to confirm the 16 talent tier for them. We'll take a peek at those talents in just a second, as we do have the Bruiser camp on the left-hand side going to be picked up by the members of Dive Hard. And ETC in top lane going to be pressuring that up as well. 16s are here for both. Falstead going into Crippling Hammer instead of Ares something. I can't remember what it is. Because there's one that's like, it basically, there's while Tailwind's active, the Falstead basic abilities recharge faster, but there's also one I think that's like a cooldown on the Tailwind itself, so you can just get that even faster. I've gone for those, but you just get hammering after hammering. We do have 59 stacks on that, 18 out of the 25 for Murden Stormbolt. Power Slide from the ETC though, Gunslinger wants to engage on this. Also 65 stacks on the advanced targeting for the Phoenix here, and that's all the questing that I see off of this really quickly. They're pressuring up through this. Falstead going to be rotating up as well. Phoenix still showing in mid. They know that this is only 4 members. Falstead does have a gust. Do they go for the flight? You can see the kind of the weird positioning. Okay, no. I was like, they stopped moving. I was like, wait, what's this positioning? Are they going in for it? No, they're not going to be. Throwing a couple hammerings out here and there and just getting the clear into the minion wave and prepping up for this. That also would be the massive shove used there. It's a very low cooldown. They try and chase on this, getting the dismount and also the slows with Jaina, but Bickle doesn't connect. Now, top lane. It's furthest point on the map, and it is in favor for the members of Dive Hard. And the reason I say it is because they have consistent catapult pressure mounting in bottom lane, so this is a complete time bomb for the members of Lurk Patrol. Speaking of time bombs, or just bombs in general, just that Li Ming damage coming out, taking so many members down to like half health. And now we'll see this as we are going to be having Lurking Arm for zone. IDEF looking to make an engagement. Curly is the target here. Leap goes in and connects onto a couple members. That is going to be the Biter Grenade going out. Root connects onto, or Ring connects onto a couple members. That will be the Gust going out, but the Sanctification was there the entire time. That will be ETC going down here, and Harnock is trying to find a way back into this. Gunny a little bit low. They do not have the damage from Falstead. They have the barrel roll out just to make sure, and Tyrael ends up going down. Now, there's no passive, there's no members around to get that passive value, and meanwhile, here's the thing. High def on that Sonya. This is exactly what I was talking about in the draft. If you can win over in a team fight, the rest of your team can push up, and you can leave Sonya down there by herself. And now we actually have the turnaround. Li Ming is getting kill after kill. Harnock's the next choice, and they get Falstead. This is also going to be the value in bottom lane with these triple catapults mounting onto the core. Ana does go back, but it looks like High Def is on their own. Sonya goes down, and if they just worried, if they just focused on the shrine, that would have been theirs absolutely. Ana goes back for the clear, and that will be the camp and the shrine. Excuse me, the shrine going over in favor for the members of Dive Hard. Looks like a bit of anti-synergy with ETC Jaina engage. What do you mean anti-synergy? ETC and Jaina engage. ETC and Jaina are on opposite teams. Am I missing something? Also, Colby McWilby, thank you for coming by. Hi, hope you're enjoying the stream. Like, Li Ming and ETC could have some anti-synergies, but so long as they communicate the wave of force and the mosh pit, they'll be absolutely fine. There was, I don't know if it was this series or the last. I'm very tired at this point. I can't remember literally the series I just casted, but either way, there was like an anti-synergy with some flailing swipe. Or no, it was like Apocalypse. Yeah, it was like flailing swipe, Apocalypse, and Planet Cracker, so it was the last one. Ooh, hold on, this is a huge gust. The Planet Cracker goes out. It completely pushes them away from this, but they want to chase into this. They're fighting without their 20s here. That will be the Nano Boost onto the Jaina. Does not connect onto anyone, and Bickle backs out. Falstead flying top. This is going to be the Punisher in this lane. They still don't have their 20s. I think they were just trying to maybe get a couple kills before this Punisher was picked up. But here's the thing, bottom lane pressure. They're just pushing this up and letting the Punisher and Phoenix work their way through top lane. Phoenix is just taking out a sidewall currently. Now they're working their way onto this core, and they're trying to put them in this kind of checkmate position, forcing them to deal with something. But this is a little bit split. We do have Gunny getting massive shoved way way away. They just start to hearth at this point. They're just like, we need to, I can't walk all the way back here, but here's the thing. Phoenix actually, Phoenix almost got the interrupt in time. Top lane keep does go down. This is going to be Wise Guy and friends getting chased here. Gunny does get the Dwarf toss forward. Gunslinger does have a mosh pit if they do want to zone. That will be the basically a zoning mosh pit, but they also get a lot of good damage onto Gunny. The knockback will be there, and they have the Dwarf toss. They do get rooted, and now they want to chase this even further, but the core is starting to go down very quickly here. That will be a nice jump from the Punisher, connecting onto so many. Reset for Li Ming, and they're stepping onto so many of these members, and it looks like this will be game number 3 going over to Dive Hard. GG. Well played. He's knocking the heroes out of her blizzard. The heroes synergize, but wait, she's knocked back. ETC is a W ability? He should not. He's sliding, he immediately knocks heroes out. Mage damage. What? I'm confused. Because Jaina and TC are on different teams. I don't follow, I'm sorry. I'm very tired. I'm probably missing something very clear. Gunslinger. Let's find out who's gonna be doing interview. GG's indeed. Okay. Lobby 1. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, all right. Colby McWelby, I was like so confused. I was just like, I can't be this tired. Alrighty, at this time we're gonna be joined by Gunslinger. How you doing? Congratulations after that best of 3 series. You take it. How are you feeling after all of that?
We're feeling pretty good. We're kind of upset we slipped up in the first map and let that one go.
Okay. I mean, like, what do you feel was the actual maybe weak portion of the Volskaya game that you had?
The Volskaya, we felt pretty good about it up until that very last fight. We took the fight on the zone instead of in the lane. And it was sort of something we passed between the team right before the fight happened, and we went one way when we should have gone the other. So team's fault, but hey, we did all right.
I know even people in chat were saying, I think it was 7th Ace was just like, man, that conveyor belt, that's what screwed him up. And I was just like, probably, but it's like, at least on my end where I don't have to play it and I'm just casting it, I love the point C conveyor belts because it just makes everything so difficult for everyone. But going into Tomb of Spider Queen, this is now, game number 2. You opted for first pick. Was there a synergy, a priority? Was the Kael'thas, we just got to get Kael'thas and that's it? Can you talk a little bit about that draft and how you implemented kind of the momentum and the win you got with that?
If I recall that correctly, they were target banning us pretty heavily in the first game, so we went into that. Actually, it was game 3 we went into wanting them to have first pick. I know for sure, but we were trying to get that Phoenix locked in pretty much every game, and they just let it go through.
Surprising,
it seemed like they were more concerned with the Maiev combos that we were dishing out with the ETC, because I noticed they were target banning a nub ETC and Maiev all the time. Oh man, Nuck was upset about that.
I saw the draft chat. He was trying to be a little sly, like none of us play Maiev, like no one does. I'm just like, oh my god, if it's let through, everyone goes for it. It's surprising that nobody really prioritizes the Zeratul at all. Actually, do you guys have any sort of feelings on that? Because I feel like in any sort of major league game that I cast, it's like first pick, first ban kind of thing.
We did some homework with this team, and we just didn't think it was going to be a priority ban coming out the gate.
Well,
so we just kind of let that one slip through, and they decided not to pick it up.
Hey, at that point, you're just like, cool, we don't have to worry about that. We can focus on other bans. Now, going into game... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, game 2 is where I think we would have worried about it with the Kel'Thuzad most of all, but yeah.
being able to get in that back lane. Now, Infernal Shrines, that was your map of choice, and you looked very comfortable in this map. Is this something is this a map comfort? Is this just the synergy was there? Can you talk a little bit about that? Because there was a lot of good momentum, and you really just rode that consistently throughout the game.
You know, our comms were really on point that game. Is really all I have. I mean, our players were on point. We were on fire. Everyone was in the zone after game 2, and we just really wanted to push for the 2-1. It's really all I could say is my guys. You know, they played sharp. Game 3. Was really proud of that game.
No, it was an awesome game to cast, and there were so many good moments. I had an absolute blast at this best of 3 series, but before I let you go, any shoutouts that you'd love to give? The floor is yours.
No, sir. Thank you very much for casting. It's always a pleasure to have you around, Bahamut. Been around for a while.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the games. Have a great night, and best of luck in your future down in any amateur league that there's out there. But have a great night, and congratulations once again on your win.
Thank you very much.
Alrighty, everybody, that is going to be doing it for us this evening, but don't you go anywhere. I got to quickly plug a couple things for the channel. If you hit ! Twitter or Discord or YouTube, it'll give you the links to all those. You can actually find all that stuff in the panels below as well if you are interested to find out when I'm going to be going live, all that good stuff. That's probably the best way to keep in track. I mean, if you follow here, absolutely, that is the jam right there. But sorry, I'm also just trying to figure out who we're going to be hosting over in just a second. Just going to swap this over to English and then just double check to see who's going to be doing Vipey. Yeah, we're just going to host over Vipey in a second. But yeah, so really quickly, if you did enjoy the stream, please go ahead and hit that follow button. I really do appreciate the support. It means a ton to me. I'll be back tomorrow night. I don't know. I haven't scheduled anything yet. I'm going to look at what we have casting-wise and all that good stuff. But I'll figure something out. If we don't end up casting, we'll play some games. I don't know. Very up in the air right now. But that does do it for me. I am absolutely tired. It is 9 o'clock, and I need to go to bed. I haven't slept enough lately, apparently. But thank you all so much for hanging out. I'm talking in circles, so I'm just going to end it right here. And thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow with more games. Until then, I'm Bahamut, your castier friend. I'll see you next time.